FPL Physio here, Game Week 14 team selection. I'm currently ranked 143 overall, and this is my team for Game Week 14. Let's jump right into it. So this was my team in Game Week 13. I used free hit, did extremely well. Uh, Went all in on Brentford, Aston Villa, and City, and what a haul. Did captain Haaland though, even though he blanked, but did have Thiago, Foden, Cash, Martinez, and Fernandes, who all delivered great points. So game week 13 took me from 1100 to about 143. So that's a massive green arrow. Really pleased with that. Now we're back to the original team in game week 14. It's going to be extremely exciting. My team in game week 14 looks like this before transfers. This is pre-transfers. Um, and as you can see, we got the Sarr injury. And I saw the injury when it happened. It was what we call inversion trauma. So he twisted his ankle to the inside with full weight on. When I saw it, it seemed really, really bad. And they often seem or look worse than they actually are. He continued to play for around 30 minutes, and eventually he got subbed out at, I don't know, 37 or 38 minute. And at that point I knew that it was probably because it started to be pretty swollen and the pain increased. And because he got subbed out, I was feeling pretty certain that he would be out of game week 14, which I also wrote in my injury analysis a couple of minutes later. So Sarr is out and seems to be out for a couple of weeks, so of course he has to be transferred out. Other than that, Senesi is out with 5 yellow cards. Extremely bad timing, but I think it's a game week where a lot of us need to do some transfers. So Sarr's out. I need to find a replacement. Currently, without the replacement, my team would look like this. I think it's too weak. Of course, it's Krupi as one of the 3 attackers. It's simply not strong enough. He's not predicted to start. It's not good enough. I need to transfer out Sarr before this team can actually satisfy me. So this is the team pre-transfer. Currently, I did look at, okay, what could be the replacements of Sarr. Minta, his expected goal involvements, pretty good. Check that. It's around 4.2, I think. His fixtures, also good. Check that. He does have, I think it's Arsenal and Liverpool away, and then 4 extremely great match weeks. And you can even argue that Liverpool at the current state is not a red opponent, as we see in the fixture difficulty ranking. But the flexibility for my team, he failed that one. His price is too expensive compared to my future plans. My future plans is to be able to get in Cole Palmer, and using only 1 transfer. So he failed that one. Then I looked at Drewsbury Hall, expected goal involvements, also checked that one on him. He is also around 4.1, 4.2-ish. His fixtures, semi-good. I think they're okay. Flexibility, check that one. Super cheap, 4.9, I think. Extremely. I completely understand why a lot of managers have him in their team. He offers so much flexibility, and if you're contemplating getting in one of those 2, it completely makes sense. Then also looked at Anderson, his expected goal involvements, check-ish, not as high as the other 2. His fixtures, check that one. pretty decent starting game week 14 against Wolves. Great fixture. And flexibility also check. So Anderson is the only one with all of them checked-ish. Um, and he's a DEFCON monster. It seems like that he's in his worst, in his very very bad game weeks, he's still making 3 or 4 points. So that's pretty decent. Um, I ended up choosing Anderson, and I transferred him in just a couple of minutes ago. Um, it's mainly due to the him being a DEFCON monster. The turnaround of Nottingham is also something that's in the equation. Um, he can have an assist or a goal here and there, but I think if you buy him for that reason, he's not the right buy. Um, for me, he offers great flexibility, great fixtures, and his even in his very very bad game weeks, as I say, he he can still cash in about 4 points, maybe 5 points if they keep a clean sheet. So with Anderson in my team, the team will look like this. I'm still contemplating doing one more transfer. I still have one free transfer in the bank, but I think I'm gonna end it here. I think we're in it's a midweek. There'll be a lot of rotation risk, I think, and there'll also be increased risk of injuries. So I think it's just good to have 1 or 2 transfers in the bank. Um, so this is my team uh, for game week 14. I think it looks solid. Defense looks good. It's great fixtures both for Munoz, Arsenal, and Liverpool. Midfielders Enzo away at Leeds. If Palmer is out, it's a great fixture. Really great fixture for him. Semenyo home. I mean, solid fixture as well. And then we got the 2 United players, Bruno and Mbemo, playing home against West Ham. West Ham is conceding more XG than ever before. At least they did against Bournemouth. They conceded 4 XG. So Bruno is also currently my captain. Anderson, of course, and Haaland and Mateta on top. Let's talk more about the captains because the best captains. I just posted a poll on X uh, 10-20 minutes ago, and I could see that most of you still answer Haaland, and I completely understand why. It feels like he's the most secure pick at all, like definitely. He blanked twice, but it just it feels like you're in safe haven because you just know that everyone else will pick Haaland. So if you do like if he blanks, it doesn't really matter that much because everyone else is captaining him, and that's why I think it's extremely interesting to look at other cases. So let's look at here. This is from the AI prediction model that I use from a friend of mine. You can see the source down there. We got Bruno on top, which is really interesting. Uh, Midfielder predicted to 6.9 points, home against West Ham. I think it's a very very interesting pick. If Bruno was owned by, let's say, 50 or 60% of the managers, I would probably go with Haaland then. But because Bruno is owned by only 11%, I'll get back to that. Then he's extremely interesting. On third place we have Saka, home against Brentford. Um, Also great choice. I think Haaland and Bruno are still better choices. Yeah. And then we have Salah at fourth. I think Salah gonna start, definitely. Salah gonna start this one. So if you own Salah in the team, great pick for a captaincy. So let's look at this. So I'm contemplating triple captaining, and I'm doing that because Haaland is owned by almost everyone in the top 10K. Almost everyone. I think it's 98% or something, maybe more. Bruno is owned by 11.56%. So, and Bruno is predicted to be the best captain this game week. So when will I have a chance to triple captain a player with such upside in the top 10K? I mean, 11.5%, that's insane. So a triple captaining Bruno would have massive effect, of course, if he holds or if he gets some points. While by going away from Haaland, it's interesting because so if Haaland scores, let's say he gets everything between 6 and 8 points, right? So 6 and 8 points would give the managers who captain him 16 points if he gets the 8 points. I would still get 8. So that's only an 8 point loss. If, as you can see, most of the managers doesn't have Bruno, so you can turn the case around and say, okay, if I'm gonna captain Bruno, 90% of the managers won't even get any points. So it just feels there's major upside, like major upside. And I think the downside is just very, very limited unless Haaland backs 2 or 3 goals, which is completely possible. But then again, if let's say Haaland gets 10 points or something like that, and Bruno gets 10 points, I captain Bruno, you captain Haaland, then I'm better off. I'm way better off because Bruno is owned by 11%. So of course not points wise, but in terms of getting a better rank. So am I gonna triple captain Bruno? I really think I am. I think the upside is way too high. It's way too high. Yeah, I think that's about it. So triple captain might be played this game week, which is going to be extremely interesting. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting my X tweets. Thank you for showing some love when I wrote about how I often stutter. I think this was a really good video actually. Not too much stuttering. Please subscribe if you like it. Go on this journey with me. As you can see, the physio room, I know a lot of you know, but the better the rank, the better the physio room. So now we're in this insane physio room, diamonds, golds, and that weird treatment table, dog cage looking thing in the right bottom corner. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. I'll try to answer every goddamn comment. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good game week 14.